Deepti Kalaron joins me on the set now to take a look at the world papers. Hi, Deepti.
Hi, Jeannie.
We're going to start in Germany, where there's lots of reaction to the latest sex abuse scandal in the Catholic Church in Germany.
That's right. Those allegations coming in a report published by the German press yesterday, revealing that 3,677 children were abused by more than 1,000 priests over a 70-year period. Allegations that show just how deeply entrenched sexual abuse is in the German Catholic Church. That's according to this paper here, Rheinische Post. Now, from Der Tagesspiegel, that's another German daily, they're going with a cartoon. Here you see the German Catholic Church itself in confession, saying, I've sinned at least 3,677 times.
Now, of course, this comes at a very turbulent time for the Church, among many other long-term sex abuse scandals, and there's lots of anger in the German papers today.
Is it even possible to forgive the Catholic Church anymore? That's what one writer from a German paper called Die Welt asks, noting that the Catholic Church is all about forgiveness. It's a forgiveness institution, but forgiveness is always linked to repentance, and true repentance here is lacking. You've got terrible crimes committed, then church officials covering it up with, quote, bureaucratic stubbornness. For real forgiveness, the church needs to figure out what to do to stop this abuse from happening again, and that crucially involves assessing what role celibacy plays in this abuse. Now, sexuality and priesthood is also something that's explored by this writer from another German paper. Here the writer says the abuse took place in the church, showing that nothing is sacred anymore for the perpetrators, and the writer points a finger at a, quote, hypocritical church covering up its systemic failures.
Now, from sex abuse to money laundering allegations, this time levied against the Sistine Chapel choir.
Yeah, the image of the church just continues to take a battering. This is from La Stampa, an Italian paper, revealing there's an ongoing investigation confirmed by the Vatican yesterday into money laundering, fraud, and embezzlement involving the administrative director and priest director of the Sistine Chapel choir. It's one of the oldest singing groups in the world. It was founded in 1471. It's believed the pair may have redirected proceeds from their concerts to their own personal accounts.
All right, let's go to Australia now, where a schoolgirl's national anthem protest has become a source of major debate in the country.
It's very much like Colin Kaepernick's protest when he took the knee. 9-year-old Harper Nielsen recently refused to stand up for the Australian national anthem at her elementary school. It was a protest, she says, because the anthem overlooks thousands of years of Aboriginal history. Well, the school gave her detention, threatened her with suspension. Her parents and Aboriginal groups have hailed the move. It has, though, infuriated conservatives, in particular the woman you see behind me, the populist leader Pauline Hanson. Well, she called Harper a brat and said she needs a, quote, kick up her backside. Anyway, Harper's move has divided Australians in general over issues like the country's colonial past, its treatment of Aboriginals, and also the very tricky issue of when it's appropriate to protest. In this case, she's a 9-year-old girl in a school space. There are rules to be followed. For one writer from the Courier Mail, her stance was admirable, and indeed the lyrics of the Australian national anthem can be questionable, but standing up for this writer is a sign of respect for your country, not just the anthem, and so it should have been observed.
Next, Deepti, you've got a story about a scientific breakthrough about bacteria found in the human gut.
This story is so gross it piqued my interest, Jeannie. Scientists at the University of California have discovered that bacteria that live in the human gut, like in diseases like listeria, for instance, that can cause diarrhea, gangrene, infections, the like. Well, this bacteria actually produces electricity. Now, if you want to know more about the scientific findings, you can read the article, but basically that stomach bug you might once have had actually is an electricity generating machine. Now, scientists are hoping to use this information to see if they could, for instance, create electricity from bugs in sewage plants. I guess a new form of renewable energy.
Okay, we'll wrap up now with the story of a far from ordinary foreign exchange university student.
So living abroad is a great experience. You know, you're managing your own food, expenses, and money. It can teach you valuable life lessons. Well, the daughter daughter of an Indian billionaire who has just started at the British University of St. Andrews. She's decided to do away with the whole university dorm experience. Why sleep in a dorm when you can have a mansion? Her family's bought her a mansion nearby, complete with 12 staff. She's got a maid, a private chef, a butler, a house manager, 3 footmen, 3 housekeepers, a chauffeur, and a gardener. With all that, I hope she'll be throwing some epic college parties.
So do I. That's nuts. All right, thanks for that, Tipti. Thank you for that look at the press today. Thanks to you for watching France 24. Don't forget, you can get a closer look at any of these stories, of course, on our website. The address, france24.com.